and the New England Patriots. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
Mahomes pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's a gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to loft it. Deep right sideline. That's caught inside the 20. And finally he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it's
in the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Murray now on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
16-yard line.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. shotgun now from Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to take another shot here. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. What a defensively. Your offense goes out. Get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
That's a
2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He finds Beckham complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive? Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins, nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Dolphins' 16-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd down and the 11th.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully. And he
He stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup
from the gun. Murray.
3rd down.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
But many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Dolphins nothing. Michael Dixon set
the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Murray now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. On play action, it's Murray. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They do go for it. It's Murray. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down. Trent Murphy. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Downs.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Gain of 9.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. J.K. Dobbins making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Kick is
extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 21-0.
Dolphins nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Throwing is Murray on third down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
13 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
Complete.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
On second down, here's the option.
5-yard line.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Hey, 43, 15. Kill. Watch out.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 9-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. A final shot before half from Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
A final shot before break. Murray, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
And out. 4th down.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down.
58, right over there, Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Stop. Boys. 58, Mike. Stop.
Here we go on 4th down with Murray. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Darrell Taylor. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Cam Akers with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
Set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Smith-Schuster.
Give a lead on that one, and a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And
as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now here's Mahomes. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes looking underneath. He's got Akers. And the stop will come inside. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here.
A 21-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Third from the gun, Murray. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Now a first down carry. It's Camara. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 45 on 2nd down. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the
2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
It brings up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run with Vaughn. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
48-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Over the middle to Beckham. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Patriots
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
the 45-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's a run with Andrews on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
It's 3rd and 11.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it with Dobbins. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.